So, what's your background?
Well, Grod grew up as an orphan, lost and forgotten. He spent most of his life alone on the streets.
Well, I suppose you could be an urchin?
Well, I suppose that could work, but realistically, Grod, he was more of a fighter.
Alright, what about a soldier?
No, Grod, he would never fight in the military or any kind of law enforcement. He was forced to steal to stay alive.
Maybe criminal?
No, definitely not. Grod had a heart of gold. He was a complex character growing up. None of these one-dimensional descriptions really encapsulate his essence.
I'm really sorry, Grod, but you have to pick one. Are you tired of being pigeonholed into one-dimensional character creation? Well, G&G is here to save the day. With a personality system that's complex and deep background mechanics, you can make your background come to life today!
Welcome to Grit and Glory, the brand new TTRPG that changes the game. If you like the video, of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We must appease the YouTube algorithm. And if you don't want to miss a future upload, don't forget to hit that little bell icon. But if you do want to be more a part of the community, don't forget to join our Discord, which is in the description below, where we chat, we play games, and we even post the occasional poll to get your guys' input. But now, on with the video.
In all honesty, when you're going through character creation in D&D, the two main things people think about are race and class. Background is more of just an afterthought, to be completely honest, and it's really easy to understand why. I mean, for one, the abilities are so much weaker and more forgettable. All you really get are a couple proficiencies, maybe a language, and oh yes, artisan's tools. Who could forget about artisan's tools? The amazing thing that absolutely no one cares about at all. We have completely reworked how tools work in Grit and Glory, which you can see a video on right there. And the actual abilities you get, I'll admit, they can be very flavorful, but that's usually it. It's just flavor. There's no mechanics behind it whatsoever. It's just up to GM Fiat for them to remember and implement in the story rather than to actually have a mechanical impact in the game. They're usually very vague, and that means they're often forgotten about completely.
I have no memory of this place.
And the thing is, whilst a character's race is pretty easy to sum up into one neat little box, it's much harder to fit their entire life history into the same small one-dimensional characterization. It would almost be like trying to fit an entire D&D class into just 2 abilities and a couple proficiencies across the entire 20 level. And the way that backgrounds are designed right now means that you can only actually pick one. I mean, think about it this way. I know that multiclassing is technically an optional rule, but it is so prolific in D&D that it's hard for most people to imagine the game without it. But that's how backgrounds already work. And yes, I know that in the new 2024 edition, they did move the stat bonus from races to backgrounds. And yeah, that's a fair enough addition. I mean, that has made them definitely more strong and made them a part of how you play the game and design your character. But realistically, it's not enough. The one thing that I think I really can give them praise for is origin feats. These are not just mechanical, but flavorful. And they are personally my favorite addition to 2024. So does that mean that backgrounds are fixed? This video is pointless? They're great now, right? Unfortunately, no. No, it doesn't. The thing is, with D&D, it is still super narrow. Sure, every individual background is more flavorful and mechanical than before, but you can still only pick one. You're either a doctor or a knight, a charlatan or an entertainer, a soldier or a mage. That's it, you can't be a mix of them. And that's the biggest problem. So what have we done to fix this? Well, first let me explain what our backgrounds are and how they're structured. We still have individual selections to pick from on a list, you know, doctor, knight, mage, etc. And they all have different types of abilities and bonuses that you can get from them, which I'll show off quickly in this numbered list. Number 1, stat bonuses. So Just like in D&D, our backgrounds provide stat bonuses, but unlike in D&D, we didn't rob this from races to do it. They both provide them. And for backgrounds, that involves a +1 to any one of the 3 major stats, that's mind, body, and soul, as well as a HP bonus. This means that you can actually have more of a diverse character set in your level 1 gameplay, rather than everyone just having the same standard array of stats. Plus, it means that tanking is actually more possible at lower levels, you know? You're not just going to get one-shot by every strong character. Number 2, a wealth class. This is more than just your starting equipment. It does include that, and it includes starting gold and things like that, but there's also a small permanent buff. This represents how your different wealth class has affected you and made you adapt to your environment. For example, the Vagrant gets the Relaxing Rough ability, which allows them to regain rest points on rough rests, which no one else can usually do. Or the Tradesman gets the ability Man of the People, where they have advantages on buying and selling goods. The reason that these small buffs are really important is because it means that your starting equipment matters more throughout the campaign rather than just in the first couple sessions. Number 3, abilities and bonuses. There are tons of different types of these. They can range from basic proficiencies to really powerful abilities like owning a stronghold, having a loyal squire, or being able to cast spells. And yes, every single background has several of these different bonuses and abilities, but the most important thing is that we actually have a guide on how you can create your own at home. This is because we wanted to make the game generally across not just backgrounds but all different types of modules, something that you can easily homebrew and expand upon yourself. We didn't want you to have to be forced into buying a new book every year just to get interesting content. I mean, sure, in D&D you can homebrew however you like, but without official guides, it's really hard to get things balanced, and even if you can, it's not always going to be accepted at the game table. But these official rules mean that you can actually treat it like a real rule, that you've just made your own flavor. Number 4, personality traits. You can watch a more in-depth video on what the personality traits are and how they work in this video here. But in short, they're different mechanical bonuses and negatives that impact your character and shape their personality in the mechanical field of gameplay. And each background comes with a list of 5 examples for each different type of trait. Now you can pick 1 or more for each trait, or you can make up your own with GM approval. Now, all of that's pretty good, right? Obviously, I made it.
I am fantastic.
No, I'm joking, obviously, but to be completely honest, all of those changes alone, sure, they do make backgrounds more flavorful, but that wouldn't have solved the problem. The one thing that actually does improve the background system is the fact that you don't have to just pick 1. You can actually select up to 4 different types of backgrounds. This means you don't have to pigeonhole your character into that one single stereotype. If you want to play that war mage medic that also does poetry on the side, then go ahead. But no, this doesn't mean that you get every single ability from every background you choose. That would be insanely overpowered. Instead, every ability from a background is given a point value, and you are given 12 points to spend. Now, if you just spend it on one background, you get all of the abilities from that background. But if you mix and match it between different abilities from different backgrounds, you can custom make your own ability list. As long as you stay under that 12-point threshold, you're good. This is actually the same way that our ancestry system works, and you can watch a whole video on that right here. So instead of being told that your complex character, that's the orcish knight thief, has to be a criminal, you can actually make the background fit the story that you had in mind. Don't let the past haunt you anymore. Look forward to the future. Look forward to grit and glory.
I hope you enjoyed that video, and a massive thank you to the Patreon supporters. This would not be possible without you guys. So if you want to check that out, please do. It massively helps the channel. But on bigger news, the Grit and Glory Kickstarter is officially going live September 24th. So keep that in date. The great thing is that early backers can actually start from today. For just £1, you can secure yourself guaranteed early access to all of the goodies from the Kickstarter. In the meantime though, why not check out one of these amazing videos?